Is the new Kayali fragrance a hit, a miss, or something in between? Hi friends, so we've got the new Kayali fragrance here, the Eden Sparkling Lychee. How do you like to say it? Here's the box. Not going to go on about that. You know how the packaging is for all the Kayali fragrances. Very cute. And here's the bottle. Now I've also got the Eden Juicy Apple. So these are both Eden fragrances from Kayali. They're sort of on the lighter side, the fresher side, allegedly. We'll come back to that in a minute. And I want to say also just kind of youthful, fun, flirty, but not on the sexy side, and just not too serious, but really fun, pleasant fragrances. This is sort of the feel that I get from both of these, and I think that that's kind of the vibe that they're going for. But let me tell you what I think about this one primarily, but also as it compares to this one, because there's a lot. What I like about this one and what I don't like about this one is very similar to how I feel about this one. And if you have one, you may or may not want the other, depending on how all that comes together for you. So first, real quick, the notes on this one. The notes are on the back of the bottle here. It's pretty convenient. But according to Fragrantica, the main accords are fruity, sweet, vanilla, powdery, fresh, tropical, violet, floral, musky, and citrus, with kind of the main accord being fruity and sweet. And then the top notes are lychee, blackcurrant, Italian lemon, and red apple. That's according to Fragrantica. The mid notes are violet, jasmine, and rose. And the base notes are sugar, vanilla absolute, musk, amber, sandalwood, and cedar. Let me come back to that in just a moment. Real quick, let me give you the notes according to Fragrantica on the Eden Juicy Apple. These are not on the back of the bottle, at least the one that I have. Main accord is fruity, sweet, vanilla, woody, fresh. And the top notes, red apple, lychee, blackcurrant, pink grapefruit. So some overlap there. Wild berries, raspberry bloom, jasmine, and rose, or May rose in the mid. And then the base, sugar, musk, vanilla flower, amber, moss. So as I suspected, there's quite a bit of overlap in the notes here, and they sort of give off the same vibe. Let me tell you what I think. Eden Juicy Apple, I've had this for a while. This is not my favorite Kayali fragrance. What I was hoping for, what I was expecting based on the reviews and the title, of course, and the advertising campaign for this when this was launched, I was expecting a fresh, juicy, like mouth-watering, juicy sort of fragrance, at least in the top, right? I wanted it to smell like I had bitten into a fresh apple, and just the juiciness and the fragrance of that was sort of coming out with some sweet. Some of the YouTube girls were saying that that's what they got. I didn't get that with this at all. I got like hard candy sweet. I got very sweet, sticky, not like Scandal sticky, not like honey sweet, but hard candy. To me, this smelled, if I had to put a fine point on it, this to me smells like a Jolly Rancher. At least at first. It is like a hard candy sweet. And it's okay, but it's not my favorite. It's not what I expected, and it's not something that I generally would reach for. It's not something I'm usually in the mood for. This, I thought I'll give it a try and then see if it's got a little bit more freshness, a little more lightness, a little bit maybe more what I was expecting here. I also like the idea of rose and lychee combined. And I didn't get the kind of fruity floral here, so I thought maybe I'd get it here. This gives off the same kind of hard candy, sweet vibes that this one does. They do not smell exactly the same, but they give off the same feel to me. These are in like the same category of fragrance. So if you love that category of fragrance, you might want to have both. If that's not really your thing, but maybe you'd like to pick up one, I'll tell you which one I would recommend at the end in just a moment. But they are very similar to me in the mood that I would wear the one, I would wear the other. Kind of the occasion, the vibe, very similar. Similar opening, not fresh, not juicy, not really fruity. To me, it's like a fruity candy sweetness. Neither one of them last very long for me. This one, when I first started wearing it, I mean, we're talking minutes is what I got out of this before I had to like shove my nose onto my skin to smell it. And then even then it was hard. This was a little better. I could smell this a little while longer than this one, but neither lasted super long. Now I've done a wear test with both of these at the same time. So one on one arm, one on the other, and I oversprayed both. Like I sprayed a lot in one spot to see how long I could get it. Within a couple of hours, they both really sort of settled down, evaporated to very much a skin scent. So they'd faded quite a bit, but I could still smell them. So it was better than at first. You need to overspray these, in my opinion, if you want to be able to smell them for a while. And if you want anybody else to be able to smell them, you need to really overspray, and you need to get your clothes, your hair, everything on you if you want this to last or to project. In my experience, in my opinion. If you like fruity florals, but very like youthful, playful, they're fun, I would not say that they're on the sexy side. They're not super serious, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, some fragrances feel very serious and sophisticated and some don't, and I like both for different reasons. This is on the not so serious, playful side. This is on the, you could wear this anywhere, you're not going to offend anyone. You could wear this to school, you could wear this to work, you could wear this on a plane, you could wear this to the gym if you like to wear fragrances when you work out. You could wear this basically anywhere. You're not going to get in anyone's face, you're not going to give anyone a headache, you're not going to get sick of it, you might not even notice it after a while. And certainly unless you overspray, I don't think most other people would notice unless they're really sensitive to fragrance. Like one of my sisters who could smell these like across the room when I was testing them. So if you liked this one, you'll probably like this one. If you did not like this one for any of the reasons that I've said, like it doesn't last super long and it's not as fresh as I think the name suggests it is, then you might like this one. So what is different about this from here is I do get a little bit more of the rose, and I do get a little bit more of the freshness in the fruit. It's still that candy sweet. It doesn't smell fresh to me, but it smells a little bit closer to what I was expecting. And maybe it's the sparkling part. I don't know what it is in here that makes it like a sparkling lychee, but I do get that. I get something that lifts it, something that elevates it, something that makes it a little bit more. I get that a little bit lifted here. I get that here. I don't get it as much here. And it translates a little bit to the freshness. And the floral, the rose, I get more here. In the dry down, this one seems a little deeper to me. This one stays on the light, sort of maybe candy sweet / musky side. This one I get a little bit more of the woodsiness, like the sandalwood, the kind of the deeper, the amber, maybe some of the deepness of the base notes here. That lingers a little bit more. That comes out a little bit more in the dry down. And this one not as much. So again, if you like this, you probably will like this. If you didn't like this, you might still like this. If you want a beast fragrance, you probably won't like either one. If you want a super projecting fragrance, you probably won't like either one. If you want a fragrance that smells like fresh fruit, In my opinion, you won't get that from either one of these. Now, I might be in the minority there because some of the reviews I've seen, people have very different opinions about how these come together, but that's how they were for me. If I had to choose between one of these, I would choose this one. I don't think, unless you are a fragrance collector, I don't think you need both. Again, they are so similar in, I mean, let's just, for a second, let's talk about how these fragrances sometimes work, right? It's nice that you've got all these layers of notes and you've got all the things that sort of make it a complex kind of fragrance journey. You got a little bit in the top, you get something that starts to peek through in the mid, and then you've got the base. And a lot of times, you know, if you have a very well done, well blended fragrance, you can go on that journey. You can get all of that. But at some point, maybe much sooner than later for some fragrances, you're going to be left with the base. You're going to get kind of an opening experience, like what's it like when you first spray it. And then, you know, that will evaporate quickly and you'll get that for a moment, but pretty soon or soon enough, you're going to get kind of the heart of the fragrance. You're going to be left with the base. And it's going to take you to kind of a place. It's going to smell like the base notes, and that's what you'll be left with. That's what you'll be smelling for the rest of the day. That's what other people will smell when they see you or, you know, walk past you, etc. And that's what you've really got to love. And that's got to be distinct enough to you, I think, to make having more than one fragrance that takes you to the same place really worthwhile. And for me, these take me close enough to the same place with what I smell on the journey through the fragrance that unless you are a collector and you just enjoy having lots of fragrances, I don't think you need both. Unless also this is your favorite kind of scent combination. If you love a light, playful, fun, fruity floral, more on the fruity, then you might like to have both. If this is one of your favorite scent profiles, get both. If this isn't really for you and what you want is to have something in the category of fun, playful, not too serious, fruity, floral, sweet, pick one and let it fill that category, because I think they're so similar in the categories that they fill or the category that they fill. You don't need both. And if I had to choose one, I would choose this one because it gives me a little bit more of the lightness than this one. It sticks around a little bit better than this one on me, to me. And when it dries down, I get a little bit more of those deep notes than I do here. And maybe it's just because it lasts a little longer to me, or maybe it's something about the way it's blended. But those are my thoughts. See you next time. Hey guys, I have some exciting news. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. So what I'm going to do is for every 100 subscribers between 0 and 1,000, I'm going to have a giveaway. So there'll be 10 giveaways and I will do it as fast as we can get to 1,000, and you can enter as many times as you want. So here's how it works. Subscribe to my channel, leave a comment to the video, and share the video with anyone you like. And if you do that, you automatically are entered to win the giveaway. And every time I reach 100 subscribers or 100 more subscribers, each new milestone on the way to 1,000, I will do another giveaway, and then I'll announce that the next one's beginning. So we are starting now. As soon as we get to the first 100, I'll do the first giveaway. And what am I giving away? Well, I'm giving away whole, unused, in the package, sealed bottles of fragrance. So you have a perfume bottle just for you, sent from yours truly. So please subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, share a video, and enter to win.